make a less permanent decision. Like, take everything into your hands and do something less permanent here. Because it seems like you're at this point where, like I was going to say, you want to make a bunch of big black and white decisions or a bunch of big pivots that, you know, there's no rules saying you can't, but I'm given this message this way for a reason. So, accept responsibility and release blocks. What you're wanting or what you're dissatisfied with this person, this love situation, this is a situation where you have this person literally blocked and you're feeling like the thing that would not be disappointing, the thing that would take you out of this disappointment with this person, it's like you can only get it from this person. But if you have them blocked, it's like looking in the mirror, accepting responsibility, and then unblocking this person because they're not the one that's responsible for you feeling shitty about where you're at in your life. I guess we're getting real here. Take a breath and then take a risk. There is something here with this collective about, and it is that Queen of Cups in reverse energy. There's something about stay in integrity. You might get to a place sometimes in your relationships or in your life where it feels like when you are dissatisfied with it, the way that you kind of feel in control of that lack of satisfaction is by making decisions for yourself that just sort of make you feel like you can convince yourself that you're in control here and that you chose to do that. When in reality, yeah, no, you didn't. Your life is just kind of like not feeling super fulfilling right now. But it doesn't mean you need to like go and change everything to make it feel like you're in control of it not feeling fulfilling. I uploaded something about this like 2 months ago. So this could be that same energy, which would make sense because like I was saying in part 1, you probably haven't spoken to this person, this like person that you're feeling disappointed about, or it feels like you can't connect with a certain version of yourself in like 2 months or 3 months. I was saying something about March. I was saying the situation's like about to transform here. There is change in the air. It, like I was saying, it's en route. It's part of the path. It's on its way. But you are about to, like, you're on the precipice of wanting to make a shift. So it seems like this message would technically be coming like right before doing something like this. We also have the Scorpion here and the Oyster. I feel like this person may have said something to you, and it could have been like right after a change you had just recently made. So the Butterfly card is like you could have been trying to take steps to make your life feel like a work of art. Like you could have been trying to express yourself differently. You could have been trying to, like, you could have changed your hair. You could have changed your, like bought a new car. There's something about like you wanting to make little changes, and then this person, for their own reason, or it may not even be this person, it could be someone in your life that you care about or look up to, like they may have said something out of their own personal resentment here that hit you right in the right spot, or they could have just said something that because you have resentment about this already built up, it's like that was the thing that makes you want to like up and get control again of your entire life. And then the Oyster here is like that one thing was enough to make you shut down and shut yourself out from like your Queen of Cups energy, which is the energy that you naturally operate in. It's the energy that like your guides are trying to get you back to. Whoever this is, it's like you clearly, I want to say you used to care a lot about how this person viewed you or your perception of yourself through this person's eyes. And because this person maybe came at you with like something that you were not expecting, or you I want to say you maybe could have been doing something that you were doing for someone else that you wanted them to think you were doing for you or something like that. But whatever this is, however this turned out, it's like you completely lost sight of the fact that this was a change that you made, that, like I was saying, you were in control of, that you chose to make. And then the moment that you either heard something or something like changed your perception of a change you were feeling confident in, you locked up, you clammed up, and then you shut down. You shut off access to that part of you that you were nurturing in yourself because somebody else had this effect on you so easily. And that is basically the same thing I was saying about, like, it's the same theme about, okay, if you do that right now on a bigger scale with everything in your life, and you go and you make some big pivot, some big change, like moving to Bali or up and leaving, like the eat, pray, love thing, and then somebody else comes in and is like, that's done, and then you all of a sudden spiral and you start contemplating everything, and then you start actually regretting your decision because it was like, who was I doing this for? What was I doing this for? It's like your guides wanting to be like, go ahead and make that change, but like there's a theme here that's showing up that comes up right when you're about to like actually see like this come in for you in the way that would feel organic, in the way that you're actually trying to manifest here, in the way that would feel fulfilling. But every single time you want to take it into your own hands here, because it feels like there's this lack of like, it almost feels like there's this lack of going with the flow with this happening naturally in your life. I keep seeing this shark card come up, so that could be relevant for you. I just have the elk here. That's that King of Pentacles energy. This is that father energy. This is that somebody feeling confident and comfortable and cool, calm, collected in their decisions. Like they know what they like. They're doing it because they like it. And it seems like you might still have this part of you that just wants to be nurtured or treated like, you know, softly. And it has to do with like understanding or feeling more confident in the fact that when you're not doing hot, if you're making these decisions, regardless of who it's for, regardless of who you want to see this, right? It's still that there's this pride, there's this energy of like, no, you're allowed to feel good about making these little changes. And I think that starting with like a little one, like a less permanent change here is something that it's just giving, like, you don't need to do the full like midlife crisis for whatever this is. You can do like the mini ones that are easier to come back from. We also have the vulture card here. So there's an element of feeling like taken for granted. Whoever this other person was that sort of, with the Scorpion card, I want to say like had some kind of resentment here. They may be locked up, or it could have been that they blocked you. They felt taken for granted. They felt like they were being undervalued. And it could also be that this person decided to kind of just like stop giving you insight into what's going on in their life in general. And I want to say they know that that's something that still irks that Queen of Cups in reverse side of you that wants to feel connected. We have strength. That's that elk energy. I am strong, and when things are hard, I know I'll be strong enough to get through them. Or at least somewhere secret, I'll cry until things aren't hard anymore. Is anyone using that corner behind the couch? It's a gorilla behind the couch. That's kind of the way I'm seeing it. And then we have safety. There's something about like an inner, this is a father wound that wants to express itself, because there's something about you being able to feel comfortable, rooted in who you are when people and environments around you are changing or have a different perception or they just exist differently sometimes than the way that you see or have felt comfortable in. Because that core energy of like home, that core energy of like, yeah, no, my own inner masculine energy is confident enough to take care of me, and let my Queen of Cups energy, let that softness be expressive and be creative. That energy